Dear friends, when PC rent occurs, we can use intraocular lens as a scaffold and manage the rest of the surgery very nicely. Let us observe this case. In this case, by this time, the previous steps have been done and now nucleus is being managed. The nucleus has been chopped and it is being managed. It is being emulsified and managed. Now suddenly what happens at this time is the precedent occurs at this time. Yes, I can see the PC rent at around 5 o'clock, and I just came out and injected viscoelastic substance behind this intraocular lens. I'm sure that there is no viscoelastic substance in the anterior chamber at this moment. So my plan is to implant an intraocular lens first in the sulcus and then in the capsular bag. The rent is like a small rhexis and I was quite sure that it will not enlarge. So what I am doing is just observing the posterior capsular rent, and if I need to convert it to a posterior capsular rhexis or not, I just observe that. And then I thought it is not necessary. So what I am doing now is I am pushing the nuclear pieces downward, making some room for the intraocular lens to be implanted. And now I ask for the lens. In this case I was quite sure that I will be able to place the lens in the capsular bag. So the lens which was selected for this case, a hydrophilic acrylic intraocular lens, is being placed in the capsular bag. And now in this case what has happened is the leading haptic has gone into the capsular bag and the trailing haptic is over the iris at around 9 o'clock. Now I am going to use the phaco handpiece and emulsify these two nuclear pieces. We must be very cautious at this time. We must keep a small gap between the intraocular lens and the phaco handpiece, and we should be quite far away from the corneal endothelium. So we should be at the central zone where the antechamber depth is maximum. So slowly and very gently I am emulsifying the nuclear pieces. And it was done very efficiently, very nicely, and there is no vitreous in the anterior chamber over the intraocular lens. So I am using the Simcoe cannula to remove the cortical matter, and here I could see that there is some vitreous strands coming into the anterior chamber through the rent at 5 o'clock. So I have asked for my vitrectomy machine. It is Accurus from Alcon. And now I have asked for triamcinolone acetate. I inject the triamcinolone in the anterior chamber. Use the Simcoe cannula to remove the triamcinolone, and I can find that the vitreous strands are only lower down at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So I have asked for the vitreous cutter, and I am using the vitrectomy cutter to trim the vitreous strands. And now I am going to place the intraocular lens in the bag. What I am going to do is I am going to dial the lens and place it in the capsular bag. Yes, the haptics have gone into the capsular bag. Yes. Since this is a hydrophilic acrylic intraocular lens, it should be placed in the capsular bag. This is the first choice. Now, after applying pilocarpine, which has been edited out, I could see that there is some 1 or 2 strands, so there superiorly also. So I'm trimming that, making the anterior chamber free from vitreous strands. Now these side ports are hydrated nicely. Final lavage of the anterior chamber is done and the case is concluded. Thank you very much. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills, will help you in managing PC rents.